This is Kevin, Gamertag Magil, bringing you a game of Domination on Outpost. I'm using the CM901. That's one of the things that keeps throwing me off about remembering gun names in this game is how many of them just have random numbers or I guess they're not really random, but numbers after them and kind of just remembering which one's which. Also, I haven't been using a lot of the guns beside the Scar because I'm trying to get the, master it, get the titles and emblems for it. And it seems like it's going to be a little bit of an uphill climb because you have to get 40 kills with the underslung shotgun, and the shotguns in this game are not good, and the underslung shotgun is, of course, no exception to that rule. I had a few good shots with it the first time I threw it on, and I was like, man, this might not be too bad, but it didn't take long before it reverted back to form. And there I get killed by this guy dual-wielding the D9s. I don't know, one of the first machine pistol you get that people really seem to love. It's really bumming me out that you can't akimbo the submachine guns, just the machine pistols. I really wanted to be running around with akimbo P90s again. Preferably also with extended mags, and then I'd have akimbo Scorpions for backup. But apparently that is not to be. I'll just have to load. Although the machine pistols are pretty awesome, so it makes up for it. There I get a nice throw onto B. Every once in a while I get really lucky with those throws. Or those certain maps where I'm just really good at getting them onto the point, and never in time, but I'm good at getting them onto the point from usually wherever I happen to be standing when either the announcer tells me or I notice that red triangle is blinking, and make that just Hail Mary throw and get rewarded for it. And in this game I'm running the assault kill streaks. I haven't been running them very much because I have not been surviving very well in games. But this is one of the first ones where I really perform solidly with it. Even before I get the actual streaks, I have a pretty solid game and usually get at least a couple more kills than deaths before I go down, and do a couple of times get tantalizingly close before I mess up. And this one I'm running Predator missile, attack helicopter, AC-130, and I like that the attack helicopter is back to being worthwhile. Like when you got in Modern Warfare, usually it was pretty good, but then in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, like, that thing doesn't do anything. It's just a helicopter you put up in the air so nobody else can call in theirs, which is always disappointing, especially for where it is. Like, it's medium high kill streak, and you expect to be rewarded for it, and just doesn't do much. But in this game, it seems a little more solid. Now, it's not always super great, but that largely depends on the map. There are a lot of maps with buildings in them that really hinder a lot of your kill streaks. This map is one of them. It's not awful because it at least has the points out in the open, so your kill streaks are useful for that. But there's a lot of buildings and a lot of ways to get cover from stuff that's shooting at you. Here you can kind of see the display. I don't know, it kind of has what's going on in a lot of the Black Ops maps that they released in the map packs, where there's just parts of the map that are just out there and don't seem important for, like, the normal objective modes, like Domination. You got ABC there, and then it's got that little tunnel complex over there behind B and A, which they make a factor in headquarters, but I mean, you don't need that extra part of the map, and it just kind of makes the action a little too spread out, and not as tight as it should be. Here I get lucky, and I think somebody tried to snipe me and didn't quite get enough, which I'm always grateful for, especially since he would have ruined my kill streak, and that would have been super sad. So I just called in my attack chopper. I like here, you can see in the bottom right where it's got the little yellow bars telling me how far I've got to go to get my next kill streak. It's really nice to be able to see that instead of having to check your score and guess, like, I think I had this many kills before, and now I've got this many, so it'll be this far to go. Because right now, especially once you call in your kill streaks and they just start getting you kills, I don't always I don't know if this happens for everybody, but I don't always notice when it happens, so sometimes I'm just really confused about how far I am away. So this is my first time the AC-130 on Modern Warfare 3, and I should have, now I know next time I get one to press X to go into infrared, see if that'll help a bit. But as you can see, they're kind of over in the building area of the map. I think that guy's in the tunnels. These guys might be outside. I can't really make it out because I didn't put it in infrared, which would make it a lot easier to tell where people were. But I'm also pretty awful at aiming the AC-130 anyway, so it's probably just my fault. Plus, it's not quite as deadly explosive as it used to be. But I still like it as kill streak. I really like any of the kill streaks you can get to control in the air. I haven't been using too many of them. I've just tried with like the AGM the other day, and it was awful. That'll be in one of the gameplays I put up. That'll be in super fast mode, but that's definitely a tricky one to learn how to use as well. And I'm not sure, because it's, especially the AGM, like that's a level, or 9 kill streak, which isn't super hard to get, but it's not easy, and I don't know if I want to keep using it to where I actually learn how to use it, and I'm just using like a kill streak for nothing for a while, or just go with stuff that I know works. Which is generally why I'm running support, because while I can rip off kill streaks and do every once in a while, it's nice to not have to worry about surviving all the time, especially in objective games. It's nice to be able to run around and try and actually complete the objective. You get the kills you can get, and then if you complete the objective, you're getting more stuff added to your streaks as well. And you're still really helping your team with putting those streaks up in the air. Although the support streaks do tend to have some crappy ones there in the middle. From like the beginning, it's got some good stuff with UAV, counter UAV, and then some good stuff at the end. Here, we face down this Juggernaut. They must have done some serious work to this dude before I got to him, because he went down super fast from what I could see. And I have a problem whenever the Juggernaut shows up. I've always got to go try and kill him. Like, I'm drawn to that the red circle on the UAV. I'm like, well, this guy clearly has to die right now. Even if he's not really helping them get the objective or really being a factor in the game, or where it'd be easier, like in kill confirmed or TDM, to just ignore him and go get the other people, I'm still like, this, I don't want this dude hanging out on the map. And there, my teammate killed the guy who was on that side, but I don't really trust him to die until the UAV told me he was dead. Now I've seen a guy get Juggernaut and then get ruined by a stealth bomber, and that was hilarious to me. So this game's coming to a close right after I show you how awful I am at this game occasionally. There, I thought there was a upstairs to that room, but I was wrong. So I'm going to end this game at 25-9, and I'm disappointed that Modern Warfare 3 got rid of like what Black Ops had, where it showed your caps and defends, especially since you're rewarded more for them in this game. But I've learned to live with that so far. And I'll be back with some more games and plenty of kill confirmed in a little bit.